What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the weekly vlog series. So this week is exciting. We finished the first week of the reverse diet, and if you could not tell, I'm now a brunette. Goodbye blonde. I'm loving it, and overall it's just been a really good week. So later in this video you will see a little grocery haul. I went and did what I would consider a normal / full weekly grocery shop for us. So I showed you everything that we got, and you know, this is what we have found that one, we really enjoy how we eat this way, and two, we keep it simple and basic and we don't overcomplicate meals. So I'll make like things like chili and easy crock pot stuff like that, especially as we're getting into winter. But even at that point, I keep everything very, very basic, just because that's what we enjoy personally, and it really just makes sticking to a healthier lifestyle that much easier for us. So when you overcomplicate things, like, you know, you do all these crazy meals and these recipes are like miles long and whatever, like that's fine if you want to do it once in a while, and that's fine if you have the time to do that every single day. But I know most of you listening to this just don't have that time, and I just want to re-encourage, is that a word, you to just keep it simple with your nutrition and even your training. The basics never stopped working. So that's like, I think I need to put that on a t-shirt. Let me know if you guys would buy a t-shirt that said the basics never stopped working, because I think it's time. I say it enough. But week one of the reverse went really well. If you watch my Instagram stories, you may have seen me pop on there and just say that hunger was high this week, and that's something we kind of expect. So technically, even though my calories were increased from last week, I was still in a deficit. This is still a deficit for my body. The scale didn't really change because my period was Monday to Friday, but it stayed the same. So I think that if it wasn't period week, I would have definitely seen another drop there. I just felt really, really lean even on my period. So all of those factors combined point to the fact that this is still a deficit. So hunger is going to be up, and if you're bringing yourself through a reverse, or if you're watching this and you're like, I experienced that too, should I be increasing my macros because I'm hungry? And you kind of just have to figure that out individually for yourself. So like I said in the last video, there's no right way to go about a reverse diet. It really just depends on what you're dealing with in your personal situation there. So if you're somebody who wants to take it a little bit faster and you don't want to be super hungry and you feel good about where you are, you can totally bump those calories up a little bit more. Or if you're someone who wants to just kind of use these first few weeks of the reverse as sort of an end to the cut and still see a little bit more progress, and if that's your goal, then sitting with that hunger is just something that you choose to do and deal with. So it wasn't anything super crazy. It was really just 2 days of being a little bit more ravenous than usual. And I think too, it was because of just not prioritizing a super high volume set of meals for those days. I think that when you start a reverse diet, your mindset kind of like gets excited to eat all the foods and not be super limited. Not that I was that low in calories anyway, but you guys get what I'm saying. So, you know, there were a couple of days where I had a few more Hershey Kisses than planned, or like just snacked a little bit more. And because of those fast-paced choices with the snacks, I left less room for a fully bigger meal, if that makes sense. So that could have been why hunger was up too. But ultimately, it's not that uncommon for hunger to increase as you're increasing calories anyway, because as you eat more food, that's a surefire way to speed up your metabolism, right? So it's common, it's expected, it's something you can manage, or you can take a little bit of a faster approach to come to kind of help with that, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to clarify that. I told you guys I was going to talk about it a little bit. So that's my spiel on hunger. But overall, like I said, weight maintained. So I'm still in the 120, high 128s, low 129s throughout this week. Feeling really, really lean. Like, I'll put my pictures here. I don't think I've been this lean since before I did my bulk phase for powerlifting, I would say. And I'm not sure, I have no idea what my body fat was then. I don't know what it is now. It's not something I measure. I go by feel and how I appear. And it's just, so that's cool. Again, obviously still have a normal hormonal cycle, which I've never, well, I shouldn't say never. You know, in previous years of dieting, I was always on birth control. So I didn't really know if fat loss or if eating low calorie affected my cycle, because I didn't have one, essentially, because I was on the pill. So it's nice to know now that even at a lower level of body fat, my cycle is healthy and normal. And I think that all comes back around to dieting efficiently and dieting right and not slashing calories. So that's nice. And strength is continuing to go up. So I've hit PRs pretty much all week this week with deadlift volume PRs. I hit a squat PR this morning, postpartum squat PR. And just like pushing the weights a lot more. So that has been nice. But yeah, overall, things are just really going well so far, and I am continuing to go up. So this week I upped calories. I did it yesterday. Last night I had an untracked meal at my parents' house, so I didn't track dinner. It probably came in pretty close though. So as of this week, let me just read the calories. So last week I was at 135 protein, 185 carbs, and 60 grams of fat. So I upped about 15 carbs and 5 fats from at the end of my cut. And this week I am bumping up to 135 protein, that stays the same, 200 carbs, and 65 fats. So same thing, I added another 15 and 5. That's usually pretty good for me and for most of our clients who are coming out of a fat loss phase. That 15-5 ratio is what I usually start them on, just to see how their body responds. So I'm gonna keep rolling with that for right now. But again, there's no like, I'm not gonna have like a cutoff point of calories. I'm just gonna kind of go with it and roll with it. Once I get to a point where I physically and mentally feel good and, you know, strength is progressing, then I will kind of maintain there. But we're just gonna write it out and see, you know, how this goes. So there's no like set amount of weeks I'm aiming for. I'm just gonna kind of see how far I can push those calories, because the more food, the better, the more gains, and you know, we'll go from there. But I will stop rambling. So here is the little grocery haul in 3, 2, 1. All right, you guys, I'm sharing a quick little grocery haul with you. So this, I would say, is a pretty typical weekly haul. We do usually end up going a second time at some point just to grab like 5 or less things that we forgot or that we run out of, but this is a good picture of a basic grocery haul for us and for Kai. So I thought I would just go through and share this with you. Hopefully it will help provide some insight as far as how we throw together meals and just what we eat in general. So I will start with the produce. So we try to get a variety of produce every week. Usually we have our staples like our spinach here, and then our mushrooms for omelets. We love the golden kiwis. So things like that we get every single week. And then we'll throw in like a random vegetable or two. Like this week it's the cauliflower. So I got just a head of cauliflower to make buffalo cauliflower with. And then I also got the cauliflower rice that you can just microwave in this little baggie. And it's just an easy addition to either lunches or dinners just to get some more micronutrients in. So I got 2 bags of these. The spinach, the mushrooms, we got some asparagus this week, and then I always get at least 5 avocados at a time because I eat probably a full avocado every day, between having like avocado toast or just putting it on a sandwich. And then Kai loves grapes, so I just got him some red grapes to eat. We got some Brussels sprouts, which I usually just chop in half and then throw them in the air fryer. So again, just super easy things for us to throw together. Even though this is like raw fruits and veggies, it's still something that we try to keep very easy. Speaking of easy, our store also does have these cut things, and I know they come in plastic. Please don't come at me about the plastic. We recycle. We play our role with that, but this just makes life a lot easier when we are making stuff throughout the week, as far as like a little stir fry, or I've been adding these to my salads every week. So when you have a baby and you're limited on time, those things can be a lifesaver. And then I also just got the little halo oranges for Kai. So that's, I don't know. And then I get every kind of berry you could possibly think of. So we get 2 things of raspberries, just because you guys know me and my smushed berry toast every morning. And then I got some blackberries and some blueberries. So that concludes the produce. And then moving into protein. So you guys have seen the buffalo chicken meatballs that we make. So I got 3 little containers of the ground chicken breast, and we already had regular chicken breast that I have to cook in our fridge. So usually I'll get both kinds just to have different styles of chicken. Like I'll usually slice up the regular chicken breast to throw in my salads, or have it on like a wrap for lunch. And then this one, you know, we make the meatballs with. So just having a variety of even the same protein source can be really, really helpful. And then I also picked up some boar's head turkey. Again, just a quick hitter option for lunch if we aren't feeling the chicken, or if we just want something different. We always keep some type of deli meat in our fridge. And then we have, this is the yogurt Josh uses. I will occasionally have yogurt. I'm not a huge yogurt person though. So I got one of those. It's just the non-fat Greek yogurt plain, and then he'll add like granola and fruit and things to it. But this one has no fat, minimal carbs, and it's 16 grams of protein for a 3/4 cup. So if you're somebody who struggles to get their protein in and you can get some yogurt down, this is the best kind to go with. And then moving on to like snacks and breads and random things. Just some cranberries. Kai likes these. And then for Kai's snacks, we are a Belvita family, so we love the protein Belvitas. He likes those, so I got him some of those. And then just the regular basic Belvita bars. I'll eat these. They're like a little cookie, so if you have like a craving for something sweet, and you want to stick within your macros, these can be a really great option, and they have so many different flavors. So those are for him, and then I got him some animal crackers. And then as far as bread, we usually get the green label Dave's Killer Bread. I think it's called whole grain, I don't know what it's called, whole seed or something. But I got the thin sliced one this week just to switch it up a little bit. We love Dave's because they have added protein and added fiber to their bread. So it's a really easy way to get your fiber in. And then I also got their English muffins. So for one of these English muffins, it is 26 carbs, 1.5 fat, and 6 grams of protein, 3 grams of fiber, and they're all like, whatever, good ingredients, and they just taste better, I think. So we got those. We got some rice cakes. I like the everything. And then I also get the lightly salted kind to put my granola butter on as a little snack. Again, coming out of a deficit, I'm just very cautious about eating things that are very high calorie and not very voluminous. So, you know, things like rice cakes are super low calorie. You can eat a few of them and not like eat up all your carbs for the day. So these are usually a go-to when I'm, you know, in a deficit coming out of that. We also really like these Joseph's Pitas. I've been eating these for years. If you go back to full day of eating videos from like 2017 or 2016, we have been getting these forever. And they're small, but they're good for like a little turkey or tuna sandwich or something like that. So one of these has 2 grams of fiber, 1.5 fat, 9 grams of carbs, and 6 grams of protein. And they honestly taste fine, like not a big deal. And then we also just get the regular Quaker old-fashioned oats. And then this is Josh's cereal. He eats the Raisin Bran. And then We recently started drinking the Zevia. I'll have one every once in a while, but they do tend to like bloat me a little bit just because it's like the bubbly. And then the last thing for little snacks, every night I usually have one of these after dinner. It's just something sweet and delicious. So we love Yasuo Bars. I've had, I think, every flavor at this point. I think these are my top 2 for sure. So this is the normal one. This is the fudge brownie. And for 1 bar, it's 100 calories, 1 gram of fat, 19 grams of carbs, and 5 grams of protein. And then these are a little bit more, but they have the chocolate coating on them. And for 1 bar, it's 7 grams of fat, 18 carbs, and 4 grams of protein. So just a nice little treat to look forward to at the end of the day. We do eat normal ice cream and things like that, just not every single day. So that is the grocery haul. Again, these are just usually our staple items that we get every single week, or whenever we run out of them. And as you can see, we do keep it mostly whole, nutrient-dense foods, but we do make a little bit of room for the things that we enjoy too. So that's our overall mantra when it comes to our meals. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I look forward to bringing you through the 2nd week of the reverse diet phase. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.